My name is Brad. This is Let's Get Inspired Live Vlog. This is episode 53. 53 already. We're on the 4th of November 2025. I'm just going to turn the lights down. The lights in my face, man. It's really bright. Yeah, it's what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. It's a Tuesday. Obviously, I'm live. What am I going to talk about today? Sorry, guys, that light is really bright in my eyes. I need to change that, man. That's a bit nicer on my eyes. That a bit nicer there. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to be speaking about the inside of the mind of a troll. It's about ego control and attention. I'm going to talk about the 10 faces of trolls online. This is also linked to life, I suppose. These people are in your life. These people come on here. That's the way it goes. Not all of them are the same. They're not. It's not, oh, this is one troll. This is how they are. No. It's very, it's sometimes misleading. Sometimes they're not so obvious. Sometimes they're obvious. Sometimes they're not so obvious. Callum saying, hiya, Brad. Yes, I've taken you off as a moderator, Callum. I wasn't, if I'm honest, I was not happy about last time, and I don't want any more. That's why. I'm happy to have you on here. That's absolutely fine. But I slept on it, and it didn't feel right. I've only got a few moderators on here that I know that have been on here for a while, that I trust, that I know, and I don't want any more. That's why. And that's it. That's all I've got to say on that. So, yeah. So, sorry, I'll say hello to everybody as well. Hi, Dawn. How are you doing? I'm good, thanks, by the way. What was I going to say then? Yeah, I was in Scotland. I was in Edinburgh. I stayed in a place called near Dalkeith. Oh, I forget now. Shit. I can't say this word. It's Lurd and Dog. That's where I stayed. Don't know if you're familiar with it. It's in a small little village type of thing near Dalkeith, should I say. I forgot the name of the town. The game was absolutely terrible. The game was shit. Scotland won 85-0, which is the equivalent of 13-0 in a football game. It was a shit game. I didn't want USA to win, but I wanted to at least give them a game. But I enjoyed myself. I had a good few drinks. I had a good relaxing time. But it was very short, very busy. Last Word, yes. Thanks, Don. Last Word. So you're familiar with that pub, Lurd and Dog? It was actually all right. The bar was nice. The hotel was basic, if I'm honest, but it did the job. Last Word, yep. That's where I stayed. Lurd and Dog. That's the one. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get into it. I'll respond to comments in a moment. I'm talking about trolls today. Trolls. There's so many different faces that they have. I'm going to refer to my notes as well, of course. We've all come across trolls online and in fucking life. As on here, they come on here. Life, you're going to get challenging people. Life, you're going to get narcissistic people. Life, you're going to get rude people. Life, you're going to get manipulative people. Guess what? The same shit happens on here, but in a different way. It's hard to spot it on here sometimes because all I've got is the written word. All I've got is the written word. So I've got to decipher that type of thing. So we've all come across them in real life. They come in many forms. Some are obvious, some are fucking subtle. Tonight, I want to explore the different types that do exist and how to protect your peace and energy when they appear. So let me ask a question to the group, then I'll go back to the notes. One moment. I'll ask you, I'm going to ask a question to the group. Why do people troll? And then I'll go with it. Okay. One moment. That's not good. I don't want that. Why do people do it? Does everyone even realize they're doing it? Another question. Online or in life? I'll leave that there. One moment. Sorry, guys. I'm going to read your comments quickly, and then I'll carry on. All right. Thanks for that last word. Yes, Dawn. Anyway, I'll go back to the comments. I used to know the owner's daughters, but they died, sadly. I don't know who has it now. Oh, that's really sad. Sorry, Dawn, to hear that. I don't know who owns it now, if I'm honest. It's only 10 minutes away from you. No way, I didn't know that. Shit, I didn't realise it was that close. That's really close. Shit, didn't know. Sanders just saying she can't believe it's 10 minutes away. Dawn's saying, I think some people are unhealed personal and potentially good people, but most are disordered. Callum's saying because of jealousy they troll. Maybe, Callum, that does happen sometimes. Dawn's saying that she's in Gorebridge. I've never heard of that, if I'm honest, Dawn. Gorebridge, right? So it must be on the outskirts. Obviously, it's on the outskirts of Edinburgh, of course. Right, so let me go to my notes. I'll get going a bit. Sorry. Let me catch up a little bit. So, number one reason why people troll. Number one reason. It's lack of control or attention in real life. They seek power online. I'm going to go on about why, and then I'm going to go about the types in a minute, okay? You've no control in your life. Your life's not the best. You don't have any influence. Life's a bit shit, so you try and get it somewhere else. Just anywhere. Anything will do. So people do it online. You can hide behind your computer as well, can't you? You can hide behind your phone. You can just type away. You can, a bit cowardly, but that's what you can do. That's what can happen. Another one is it's being anonymous, isn't it? It could potentially desensitize you. It could potentially lower your empathy toward people. You're almost like you could type something nasty to someone, but you don't even think about how they might feel about that. What's it called? An online disinhibition effect. So you're disassociated from what you're doing. So this is why a troll could be another reason why people might troll. Another one is emotional projection, of course. Emotional projection, attacking what they dislike in themselves. Or sometimes they'll attack what they wish they'll see someone else. They might see someone and think, oh, I wish I had that, but I'm jealous of it, so I'm going to attack it. That can happen as well. Also, with regards to myself, I've been doing this for so long. I know what a troll is. Of course I know what a fucking troll is. However, I'm learning. When you do this shit, I'm exposing myself to it. I'm going to get it. It's going to happen. As long as I do this shit, there will be trolls and they will be attacking me. That's the way it's going to go. Most people are all right, but it's going to happen. But it's a new thing to me as well. So I'm learning as I go along in a way. It's a learning process for me. In life, trolls, for me, they're easy to spot. I can watch them in real time, actually in real life. Here, you've only got the written word, like I said before. Anyway, I'll carry on with the comments. Dawn saying, good point, Callum. Yes, good point. Random fault saying, because people suck. Sometimes random fault, they do suck. Yeah, they do. Sometimes. Callum saying, thank you to Dawn. Dawn saying, actually, I smoked my first cigarette in the Loudon Dog in the pub. I bet, how did that go down, Dawn? But it's awful. Have you ever smoked your first cigarette? It's fucking horrible. Did you get a nicotine rush? Is the question. Because I did when I did that. It's not a good habit, by the way. Youngblood is laughing. Hi, Youngblood. Too Sweet Pistol Pete. Hi, Too Sweet Pistol Pete. I love the name. It's different. You said, inside the mind of a troll or a serial killer? Question mark. Potentially. So a more sadistic type. Young G Blood saying it's because it's funny. Yeah, some people do it because it's funny. Makes them feel good. Makes they laugh at other people. Just makes them feel good. They're insecure, so that's why they do it. Callum saying, guys, I owe you a huge apology. I don't even remember last time I was really drunk. I know that's no excuse, but anyways, I'm actually genuinely sorry, guys. I don't even remember what I said or done. Okay, no worries, Callum. Move on. That's fine. It's all good. Dawn saying, my dad decided that I must be smoking by now and gave me one. Fucking hell, that's Dad of the Year award for Dawn. Dawn's dad got Dad of the Year award that year. Fucking hell. How old were you then, Dawn, is the question. Did you see The Well? No, I didn't have a chance. I didn't have time, Dawn. I was briefly there. I was there, and then I was at Murrayfield. And then I went for a curry in Dalkeith. It was really, really, really good. Bangladesh or something it was called. It was really, really good. The curry was great. And it was nice to be at Murrayfield. It was nice to be at the game. It was good. It was good to be there. Don't say anything. It was 14 or 15. Okay, cool. Wow, that's young, innit? That's young. Rami saying, have you read the Quran? No, I have not read the Quran. No. Dawn saying there's a well inside the pub and glass over it. I didn't know that. I didn't even look. I was drinking there. There's a live act on, a guy singing. Cal saying shame about Huntingdon. I've not, to be honest, Callum, I've not even looked at that. Did someone get stabbed or something? I've not looked into it. Anyway, I'm going to carry on speaking. Sorry. So, I'm going to move on. Right. So another reason why some genuinely enjoy the chaos. They enjoy it. It makes them feel good. They get an adrenaline kick out of it, or they get emotional reactions, sadistic pleasure, almost like a psychopath kind of thing. That kind of thing, maybe. When someone trolls, it often says more about their internal world than it does about us, of course. So I'm going to move on. One moment, guys. 1 second. A sip of water. We're going to move on to the essential. Right, we're going to move on. I'm going to talk about the 10 types of troll. The first one is the attention-seeking troll. So I'm going to write that in. 1 moment. What characteristics of it? 1 moment. Characteristics of an attention-seeking troll. Attention-seeking troll. I don't know. I didn't even realize there was a well there. I had no idea. The rooms are very basic, if I'm honest, but it's comfortable enough. I'm going to put it as a question that. See what people say. There we go. What are the characteristics of an attention-seeking troll? So let me crack on with this. So sometimes, let me think. Post exaggerated, off-topic, or controversial comments. So they're going to just try and shock. They want attention. So they're going to say some crazy shit, something that's different, something that's weird, something that makes people. Maybe, hopefully, you'll get the troll will try and elicit an emotional response. That's generally what they're going to be wanting. The attention-seeking troll is going to be doing that type of thing. Controversial comments, weird comments, stuff that's there to provoke, basically. And I suppose sometimes an attention seeker, if they can get good attention, positive attention, that's great. Happy days, they like that. But if they don't get that, they're happy with the bad attention as well. They'll just whatever type of attention. Okay, moving on to Dawn saying, fun fact for you, it's called Last Fade after Jenny of Last Fade. She used to carry people over the river before the bridge was built. So last wading through the river, last wade. I didn't know that. Last meaning like a woman, a girl, I'm guessing. Because that's like kind of like the slang, isn't it, in Scotland for, yeah, there we go. I didn't know that. Interesting fact. Thanks, Dawn. Didn't know that. Anyway, I'll move on. They constantly shift moods. They're constantly shifting the moods. Overly friendly, being really nice. The attention seekers being really nice and being all good. And then all of a sudden, the next thing they're going to be argumentative. They're going to be provoking. You don't know where you stand with them, basically. Have you ever met anyone that you don't know where you stand with? It's a big red flag. It's very confusing. They can be very charming. They can be very nice. They can say nice things to you. They can butter you up. And sometimes people say nice things because they genuinely mean them, and that's nice, that's positive, that's a good thing in my opinion. However, sorry, get the words out, Brad. However, sometimes it's too good to be fucking true, isn't it? It's like, right, you're laying on the charm defensive here, and then later on they're nasty to you, so they confuse you. I've met people like that. If you don't know where you stand with someone in life, even if there's good traits, it's usually a fucking red flag, man, in my opinion. It's a red flag. Something's not right. Don't know where I stand with them. I don't know when they're going to turn. Unpredictable. I know everyone can turn. We all have bad moments. We all are shit. Everyone's shit stinks sometimes. But you generally find someone who's well-rounded and they're a good person, they generally have a consistent behaviour. Callum saying, yes, Brad, I call them snakes. Well, yeah, that would be snake-like behaviour, Callum. Dawn's saying, again, they want reactions. Fucking right, they always want reactions. And your anger and misery pleases them. Even if you're saying, you get angry, even if you're saying loads of good shit back, you've got really good stuff to say back. Here we've got a great example. Reviewist is saying Hitman Agent 47. He's then saying Hitman Agent 48. He's going to keep repeating the same things over and over again, aren't you, Reviewist? Because he's got probably not the smartest of trolls, really. A bit thick, not the smartest. But you're getting a bit of attention, which you're probably enjoying. And they'll just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Monkey Brothers, sorry, Monkey Brothers, I didn't mean to ignore you there. Hi, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you, Monkey Brothers. How are you? And then you've got that. Then they go with the gay hitman. So obviously, this is where that is gone. There we go. I'll move on to that type of troll in a moment, but that's just an example of a troll. Easy. They're easy to spot. Of course. I'll move back. I'll just go to the comments again. Hiab. Is it Hiab? Sorry, saying hi. Hi to Hiab. Franklin saying hi as well. Hello, guys. Glad you can join me today. I hope you're okay. My name's Brad, by the way. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. I'm speaking about trolls, the different types of trolls. You might get a few tonight. Dawn saying, I'm loving the no bullshit attitude tonight. Yep. Yeah. Sometimes you need to, Dawn. It's good to be understanding. You should give people the benefit of the doubt. I think that's a good way to be, but sometimes you got to draw the line. So let's carry on. Uses phrases like, I'm just saying. So they'll say something rude and then you get a bit annoyed. I'm only saying. What's up with you? I'm only saying. So I'm only pointing out something. I'm only telling the truth here. It's like an excuse for being rude, for example. Or can't you take a joke? Are you too sensitive? Why can't you take a joke? I'm only joking. Like, it's not. They're just making little snidey little comments. What motivates this? What motivates the attention seeker troll? They're desperate for acknowledgement. They're desperate for anything. They're any reaction. Even anger is a win. Even you getting upset is a win. The psychology behind this is that they feel unseen in life or whatever. They feel like they're unimportant. They don't have a lot of self-worth. Offline, meaning in life, offline in the real world, they feel like maybe they don't feel like they're I don't know, they just don't feel seen. They don't feel, have they got any influence? They don't feel like they've got anything going on in their lives. So trolling is their only way of is getting some recognition, even if it's bad. They just need something. It's the wrong way to go about it. You're in a dark place if you're doing that shit. You're really fucking low down. It's not a good place to be. It's really not. And if you don't notice me being kind, you'll notice me for being annoying. So if you don't notice for me being kind, I'm an attention seeker, I'm going to be annoying instead. repeat. Some of them just repeat the same thing because they don't even know what to say, so they just repeat the same shit. Just dumb, basically. And how do you respond? Dawn has said this in the past. Really, it's a good one. Don't feed it. Don't feed them. Starve them of attention. Give them nothing. Don't be upset. Be neutral. Be calm. Don't give them anything. This is not just on here, but it can be in life as well. You're going to get attention-seeking behaviour at the workplace. You're going to get attention-seeking behaviour within family groups or friend groups or whatever. In the world, in the real world, you're going to get that. So a calm silence disarms them faster than confrontation. Having a confrontation with them is just feeding them what they want. You basically, if you start to argue with an idiot, you're an idiot as well in that situation. I might get quite a few trolls tonight. They might be attracted to this. I've been thinking about doing this live for a long time, actually, a while. I'm glad I'm doing it. Sick of it. Hi, I've just come across you. I'm impatient, but I'm going to chill and listen for a bit and hit the like. Thank you. Sick of it. Good name. Sick of it. What are you sick of? Sick of it is the question. My name's Brad, by the way. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. You're a bit impatient. No worries. A lot of people are on here, so don't worry. That's how it goes. Silence is golden. Sick of it saying silence is golden. Silence is very strong, very powerful. Very, very powerful. You're sick of everything. You're sick of everything. Sick of it. Ah. Why is the question. Why are you sick of everything? I'm going to move on, guys. So that's the attention-seeking troll. And that's the next one. Let's get rid of that. I've got notes as well to be open and transparent, but I am adding my own thoughts and interpretations onto this as well. Is the victim troll the emotional manipulator? Let me just start with that one. I'll just move that away. One moment, I'm just... The victim troll emotional manipulator. I'm going to go back to sick of it saying fear of things we can't control. We can all be scared of what we can't control. We can't control the governments. We can't control the nature. Nature's fucking very powerful, isn't it? Fear of things we can't control. Yeah, we all have that sometimes. I suppose it's easy said than done. It's just thinking about what you can control. You can control your own emotions. You can control some things in your life. You can't control everything, though. Some people try to, but you can't. A lot of things you can't. I can't control what other people think about me. They're going to fucking think it anyway. I'm going to get judged no matter what the fuck I do. Once you're at peace with that, it helps with doing something what I'm doing now. I'm like, I'm good. Fuck it. Helps with trolls as well. I'm okay with being judged. Fuck it. It's all good. I love myself enough to be brave enough to be judged. Let's kind of say that one. Anyway, Dawn knows this one well. Also known as the covert narcissist. Absolutely. It will be a covert. In the online work, in this format, it's the victim troll, emotional manipulator, but that would definitely be in line with a covert narcissist or a vulnerable narcissist. Yeah, absolutely. Shanna's saying, Brad, sometimes trolls make stories up just to get attention, sympathy. Yeah, they do. And that I don't think is good. It's not a good thing, is it? There's people that genuinely, sometimes they'll share things. They're actually going through some shit. And I have empathy for those people. And I'm happy to try and help those. I'm happy to try and help them, of course. But there's some people that make stories up and it's not good. And you might be able to fool people some of the time, but you can't fool people all of the time. And yep, it doesn't take me long to see through it. It doesn't take me long. But I do get fooled sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect myself either. Don't say it exactly, Sander. Bang on. Bang on. Yeah. I'll cover that soon, Sander. Very soon, actually. In a moment, I'll share it. Sick of it saying, like the government, the future, that kind of thing. Yeah, sick of it. Do you know what? I can emphasize with what you're saying. I've been online. I've looked at what AI is going to become. It scares the shit out of me, if I'm honest. It's exciting, but weird as fuck and scary at the same time. Sick of it. I look at the government. I look at how life's getting harder. I look at all the other shit that's going on. I look at the fact that, you know, wars and all that kind of thing. I've been down the rabbit hole on the internet and it just didn't make me feel very good. And I pulled myself out of it. I get very interested in things and I think, do you know what? I don't want to look at that anymore because I can't change it. Like you said before. Don't say, oh, poor me, then start being a perv or a shit-causing fucker. Yeah. Poor me. My dog's whatever. My dog's broke its leg. Trying to get some sympathy, then start being a bit of a seedy pervert, that kind of thing. Dawn, what the fuck? It's trying to say it's like impulsive lying. Some people believe their own lies. Some people believe their own lies, then just end up living a lie. You don't want to live a lie. It's not good. But yes, Sander, that does happen, and yes, Dawn, that does happen. Sick of it saying your family members can be emotional manipulators too. Sick of it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They definitely can. And they're going to probably have more influence on you than a colleague at work, aren't they? Because they're your mum and dad or your family. It's going to fucking... They can get you better than anyone, in my opinion. Your family can fuck you over more than anyone, potentially. Potentially they can. Sandra's then saying, Dawn, yes, they sabotage and twist things if you're not careful. Absolutely. Sick of it saying 100%. Yeah. Dawn says absolutely. Sandra's saying, I'm going to say it. I hope Brad doesn't ban or block me, right? I'm going to risk it and be honest. This is a safe place for me, but I don't know if anyone else noticed. Callum said he's 21, and then he has a 7-year-old kid. Yeah. Okay. I'm just digesting that. One moment. Sick of it saying AI is so bad and terrifying. Sick of it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. One moment. Let me just think. I'm just thinking real time here. Yeah, there's question marks on that one, Sander, potentially. I'm going to move on. Sick of it saying AI is so bad and terrifying. Yes, it's probably going to take up the kind of computer-based jobs, software jobs, whatever jobs they are. People are doing manual labor. AI won't affect that straight away, in my opinion. It'll take longer to affect that type of thing. But is it going to reduce the... Is it good? Are companies going to use it? Yes. Are they going to be competing to who's got the best AI? Yes. Is it going to AI going to completely fucking expand so quickly? Yes. It's going to be crazy in the next few years. I can't change it though. I can't change it. I thought when I saw AI, I thought, oh, what's the point of me even doing this? I can't compete with AI. I can't compete with it. It's too smart. That's what I thought to myself at one point, which is true. But I can only just be myself on here. That's the best I can do. Ellie says, can we give a shout out to my girl Charlotte? Els, give a shout out to your friend Charlotte. Hi, by the way. Hope you're okay. Dawn saying, I might be wrong, but I believe we all spotted one recently. Well, the truth is, that's a yes. That's a yes. Absolutely. Stan saying, how are you 21 on one live, then you're a 7-year-old kid on another live? Yeah. It doesn't. Yes, there's discrepancies. When you speak the truth, it's easy. It's fucking it. You just say it. You don't have to remember anything. When you lie, you've got to remember your lies. It's hard to keep up with it sometimes. Josie's saying I have no idea. Okay. Hi, Josie. I'm gonna go back to the comments in a moment, guys. I'm gonna keep going with this. So, what do they do? What does this victim troll emotional manipulator? Let me get the words out, man. Sorry. The victim troll emotional manipulator, what they're going to do, they're going to share endless personal struggles. Everyone's got personal struggles. Everyone's going to fucking have experiences, and people share them on here, and that's fucking, I appreciate people sharing those stories. Everyone can learn from those things, and it's positive. And I do have empathy for people that have gone through shit, and I'm inspired by people that have actually done well through that shit. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a good, you contributed to a collective consciousness there, which helps yourself and helps others. Hopefully, being idealistic there, but that's a good thing. But the difference with this one is an emotional manipulator hasn't got that in mind. They're not being genuine. They're just talking about their endless fucking personal struggles. They're taking up a lot of space. Woe is me. On steroids. You know what I mean? And then if you don't comfort them, if you're not nice to them, let's say if you don't give them enough comfort, let's say, then they change their tact, they change their ways, they become hostile, they get annoyed, they can guilt trip others as well. I guess no one here cares, no one cares, do they? Woe is me and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you say that to someone who's really genuinely struggling, because that's different, man, but you get to know the difference eventually, you see through it. And they stay as needy, they start as needy, should I say, and then they end up as controlling. It's all to control you, manipulate. That's the only intention. What's the motivation of this? Why do people do this? Potentially, it's because they crave emotional power. That's what they need. They want to make people feel responsible for them. You're responsible for my feelings. And if you don't act in the way I want you to act, I'm going to make you feel guilty. I'm going to emotionally manipulate you. I might even love bomb you to begin with. This is an example. I'm going to love bomb you to begin with. I'm going to blow smoke up your ass. Then I'm going to hook you in with a sob story, make you feel sorry for me. Then I'm going to try and control things after that. Then I'm going to try and manipulate things after that. That type of logic, that type of that type of thing. And you might not spot these people straight away. Most people, if you tell them a bad story, they'll feel sorry for you, won't they? I remember a guy I used to work with. He was fucked in the head. He was a narcissist. He was an absolute arsehole. And he was telling people he was going to die soon. He told people he had cancer. And they later found out he didn't have it. He didn't have it. He was telling everyone he had cancer. And he didn't have it. And it's really bad because there's people who are genuinely suffering that have got that. And he's just making a mockery of that. It's not right. It's not right. But anyway, that's what people do sometimes. They'll do it in real life. They'll do it on here. Of course they're going to do it. Is this going to happen again? So, yeah, of course it is. Anyway, let me move on. They often have unresolved emotional wounds and blur the line between empathy and manipulation. So they're playing on the good hearts, I suppose, of others potentially. If they think you're a good empathetic, I can't say. If they think you've got empathy, you're a good person, they're going to fucking try and manipulate that. They're going to try and turn your strength into a weakness potentially. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the comments. Sorry, guys, I've been having a little bit of a rant there. Sick of it says, yeah, family, get you first. You don't have the tolerance for trolls. No, sick of it. Not in life, man. Fuck that shit. Life's hard, mate. Zero tolerance, man. No. You'll probably, yeah, like you said before, your family will get you, though. If you've got it in your family, it's going to get you. But then you shouldn't tolerate it. Sick of it. Absolutely. Hi to UKG. Good of you to join us again, UKG. I hope you're okay. You hope that all is well, listening in while at work. Thanks for joining us again, UKG. Good to see you. Hope you're okay. Don saying, yes, I hear you, Sandra. I was what? Bore her from messaging Brad last time. Sorry, Dawn, what's bore her? I don't know what that means. Sorry, I don't interpret what you're saying. Sorry, Please correct me, Dawn. I don't understand. UKG said AI is amazing. Yes, it is. But and indeed scary at the same time. Absolutely agree. It's amazing and scary at the same time. I'd agree with that one. That's a fair comment. Dawn agrees. Sick of it said no one know what's real anymore. The more AI progresses, so sad for the future generations. Yeah, absolutely. It's like you're driving a car. You're the driver in the car, right? The car is your life. Let's say you're driving your life. Then all of a sudden AI comes and goes, you know what? You need to sit in the back. Have yourself a fucking plate of chips. Shut the fuck up. I'm the AI saying this. I'll drive now. You just chill your little fucking head out. And you just go, oh, that's nice. I don't have to drive anymore. I'm just going to eat shit in the back and smoke and drink or whatever you do. And then the AI is taking over your life. Potentially that type of thing could be happening, might already be happening to an extent. You don't need to think anymore. Oh, I need a black t-shirt. I'll have a size medium, under £20 with the best reviews, please. Yes, order that for me. You don't even need to choose your own clothes, potentially. Let AI do it for you. And the list goes on and on and on. I'm only covering a tiny part of it. Sandra's saying, Dawn, I'm sure I remember it. It was real. I was really confused after the last live and him talking about his kid. Dawn saying it was slightly manipulative. Yeah. Dawn says, yeah, said no, it started simping all over you while having a massive catastrophe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I agree. Latifa Begum. Hi, Latifa. I hope I'm saying your name right. Good of you to join us, Latifa. Yorick saying, long time. Hello, everyone. Hi, Yorick. Yeah, sorry, I've not been on for a while. Hope you're okay. To be honest, I've not caught any of your lives for a while. I've been really busy. Sorry, Yorick. Yeah, I had a really busy week last week, man. I've not done a live for a while. Holly Youngman is sending me some skull faces. Okay, cool. Dawn says hello to Yorick. Dawn saying, I love your Loch Ness and Bunny videos. Oh, cool. Anyone that's watching, check out Yorick's channel, please, if you want to. Check him out. He does live, he does a variety of different content. Check it out. Go for it. Anyway, Sandra's saying, one moment, sorry. Dawn, exactly, and then asked to become a moderator, but then proceeded to hide a comment from an actual nice person. That person said nothing wrong either. I know, Sandra, I know. Sandra saying hi to Yorick. Sick of it saying I like you. You've got a new sub. Sick of it. Thanks, man. Honestly, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, I'll move on. So, Dawn saying, I'm so fucking proud of you motherfuckers. I love you all. Sending love and respect back, Dawn. Thanks. Sandra saying, LOL, massive catastrophe, Dawn. He certainly made sure he got reactions and attention. Yeah. One moment. Yorick says, thank you, Dawn. Yes, Scotland was a nice trip. Enjoyed the lochs and mountains. I need to do more of that. I need to see more. Scotland's stunning. It's huge. It's vast, isn't it? I keep going to Edinburgh all the time. I need to see the rest of it. There's a lot more to it. Of course there is. Don saying, I saw it straight away and wanted to message Brad, but I didn't want to stir shit. No worries. So it's all right, Don. Thanks for your consideration. Sandra's saying, I want to go to Scotland now too. I feel like you're all going there, LOL. Sandra's saying she connected the dots later on. I know. UKG saying, I know someone that did that with the cancer story and she later ended up with cancer. Everyone blanked it off. Fucking hell, UKG, that's mad. So someone was faking to have cancer to get the sympathy, emotional manipulation, as we're talking about to an extent, and then she actually got it. Shit, because don't tempt fate, UKG. That's what's on my mind. Yeah, I used to work with someone that faked they have fucking cancer. He had everyone feeling really sorry for him. And he said, I'm going to die soon. I'm going to die soon. And he was lying. They found out he was lying. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Johnny's saying we all worked in Marks and Spencer's. We might as well all visit Scotland. Santa saying yes, Yorick. Dawn saying please do. I'll take you for rides on my horses. Oh wow, that'd be great. And we have a barbecue. I'd love to meet Brad and the mods. You're awesome. Oh, that's very kind of you, Dawn. Barbecue meat's the best. Amazing as well. Horses and barbecue. That sounds amazing. Sick of it saying, yeah, zero tolerance, man. Yeah, life's too short. Life's too fucking short. I'm going to go back to the comments in a moment. I need to keep on with my... I need to keep on track, sorry. Anyway. So, psychology of it. I've said that already. How to respond. Be kind, but be detached. Sometimes you've got to be... It's good to be kind, but you've got to be detached. If you've got someone who's more emotionally manipulative, don't get sucked in. Don't be sucked in emotionally. Take a step back. Take a step back. You're not, of course, originally you're going to give people empathy because that's been a good person, that's been a decent person. But then take a step back if you notice any patterns. The drama only continues if you keep engaging. It goes back to just withdraw attention. Attention is energy, I suppose, isn't it? Think about attention is energy. Think about a TV program, right? And it gets a lot of views. If it gets a lot of attention, it gets loads of money. The energy, the money's the energy, I suppose. It's like a currency almost. Attention. We all like a bit of attention sometimes, I suppose, some more than others. But anyway, I'll keep going. You're saying, but don't go this time around winter. You'll be freezing your tits off. Pardon the pun. Yeah, you'll be freezing your tits off, Yorick. Definitely, if you're going, especially if you're going January. Standard saying it sounds like a dream. Yeah. In nature, around horses and barbecue sounds great. Springtime's better though. While swimming at Gladhouse Reservoir. That'll definitely wake you up. Thinking about the Wim Hof cold showers there kind of thing. Stone saying, sorry, Brad, a ball hair in Scotland is ball hair. Pubic hair is a valid measurement. All right, so you measure. Shit. So you're measuring via the pubes. That's an interesting measurement, scientific measurement system you've got going on there, Dawn. That's funny. Yorick saying, been doing cold showers every morning. I got used to it now, even if the weather's cold. Yorick, I do it every morning. Every morning. Yep. I wish I could do the cold plunge, the ice baths. I need to do the ice baths, but I don't have the facilities for it. But the shower's always there. It gets colder in winter though, man. Sometimes I do it in January. Well, yeah, in January I do it. And then I get in the car and my hands are freezing. But you just get on with it. Stick of it saying exactly what AI will be. I'm laughing at the chips in the back of the car. Yeah, mate. You sat there eating your chips while AI is running your life for you. That means you're fucking done. Why are humans at top of the food chain? Because we're the most intelligent. Then you've got something that just pisses all over us by a long way, by a ridiculous way. It's almost like when I'm paraphrasing this, by the way. It's almost like when you say to you've got a dog, you go, okay, doggy, I'm fucking going to work. Bye. The dog looks at you like, what the fuck is he on about? Where's he going? Where's my food? The dog doesn't know you're going to work or why you go to work. He doesn't understand the concept of work. And he just looks up at you and goes, and whatever, doesn't understand you in that way. Will be the dog to the AI. Because the AI is just fucking pissed all over us with its PhD level and everything. Basically, that's an opinion on that anyway. You're saying, but definitely more harder to do in winter for sure. It's mind over body. Everything is. Mind over matter, mate. Always. Dawn said I've been doing cold showers for 2 years. Wow. Probably a bit longer than me. I've been doing them since June last year. That's amazing. You've been for 2 years. Can't miss a day now. It's amazing. I miss days every now and again, Dawn, and then I feel it. I don't feel as good when I miss days, basically. You're saying wakes you up, especially first thing in the morning. I do the breathing as well beforehand. I do 3 rounds of the Wim Hof breathing beforehand. Yorick saying, please like, double tap, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you, Yorick. I'll pin that. Thank you. Okay. Let me move on. What's number 3? The next one's the intellectual troll. I'm going to add this on. Characteristics of an intellect. I can't even say some words sometimes. Sorry. Characteristics of an intellectual troll. What I find with trolls is they don't last long. They're not consistent. They just don't last the test. They don't stand the test of time. Not on here anyway. I do watch some other lives, and some of them are absolutely fucking crazy. I'm sure you've seen them. They'll be on now. If you start flicking through everything, you see some mad shit on there. And then some of them are just, they've got so many trolls on. I think they just allow it. I suppose they help the algorithm really. They get your watch hours up. They help the YouTube algorithm. They actually help. Also, I think they help you in life. Toxic people and trolls, they can help you. Doesn't feel like they're helping you. They can make you stronger. They can make you learn. They can make you grow. They can make you suffer. Of course they can. But they're a good learning tool. And Sick of It says you're welcome. Thank you. Don't say I can't go a day without it now, Yorick. Snap. Dawn say, Brad, please explore the West Coast. Go when I'm up there. Do you go there often, Dawn? And Dawn saying, Sander and Yorick come too. Thanks, Dawn. That's very kind of you to offer. Thank you. Sounds like an adventure, by the way. You're saying that it sounds fun. Dawn saying, I'm half pissed, by the way. Feel free to ignore me. I would actually take you all riding out, then back for a barbecue, though. That's a promise. Thanks, Dawn. Enjoy the relaxation, Dawn. You work hard, so you deserve it. It's all good. Dawn's then saying, give me a shout next time you're here, Yorick. Scottish Morale Laddie saying hello. Hello, Scottish Morale Laddie. Hope you're okay. I'm not seeing you for a few weeks, I don't think. Hope you're okay. Yorick's then saying the part that cold shower is most difficult is the back, legs and arms is fine. But the back really is difficult for some reason. I think our backs are more sensitive to temperature. That's why. Yeah, it's the first initial cold, isn't it? The blood vessels constrict at first, tighten up because you're cold and you're shivering, and then you get used to it and they open up. I struggle with my head. I've no hair, like, but I struggle with my head sometimes. I put my head under too long, get like headaches. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I'll keep going with. I'm sorry, guys. I will go back to the comments in a moment. I'm going to speak about this intellectual troll. What's the behavior of the intellectual troll? Uses pseudo logic or complex language to appear smarter. So they'll use long-winded words. They'll over-elaborate potentially on some things. That's what I'm getting from that. But what they're doing is going to twist facts. They're going to misquote others. They're going to put words in your mouth. So you could say one thing and mean one thing, and they'll just twist it and turn it to meet their own agenda. They'll also do it just to discredit others. They're going to misquote you, misinterpret you on purpose to make you out to be an idiot, to make you out to be wrong. Or they're going to argue over technicalities. They're going to argue over things that are silly, like you're not even trying to argue, but they're going to create an argument. They're trying to get an emotional reaction out of you as well, ideally. They want you to bite. They want to beat you in an argument, in a debate. Not that you're trying to win anything, but they're trying to do that. But they rarely admit that they're wrong. They're never fucking wrong, and they thrive off endless debates. They just get an adrenaline rush from arguing with others and then get an egotistical kick once they beat you in an argument in their minds. That kind of logic. You get people like that in the real world. You get people like that in the workplace. They're adrenaline junkies. They're looking just for the adrenaline, the rush of an argument, so they'll find a perpetrator. They need someone to argue with. They want to feel superior and make other people look foolish to make themselves feel better. This is driven by, psychologically, it's probably driven by, of course, always, fucking insecurity. And intelligence becomes their identity, I suppose, in that regard. It's their everything. And if you prove them wrong, they'll feel humiliated. They take it very seriously, potentially. I don't know if I've come across one of these types before, if I'm completely honest. Yorick saying, I need to try that Wim Hof breathing. Honest to God, Yorick, if you can do the fucking cold shower, the breathing's a piece of piss. 3 rounds. I do 3 rounds a day. Every now and again, I'll do 10 rounds, the advanced one. But most of the time, it takes me 10 minutes to do 3 rounds. That's all I do. It's on YouTube, Wim Hof breathing. It's if you can do the cold shower, you're doing the hard. Cold shower is the hard thing. The breathing is a piece of piss, in my opinion. Dawn saying, "Oh, cool topic. I listen to a lot of H.G. Tudor, and he's a narcissistic psychopath that talks about the different levels of cognitive function. Interesting." Dawn saying, "I start my hair, Yorick, and then nothing else is hard. You just put your head down." Yep, that's where all the heat is lost anyway in your head, isn't it? You just go in right into it. Sick of it saying, "I want to go to Dawn's as well." Sounds like everyone's having barbecue at yours now, Dawn, by the sounds of it. Yorick saying, "What is an intellectual troll exactly? Is it someone that uses sarcastic words to troll someone?" I suppose they could do. Potentially sarcasm, they could do. UKG saying, "I look forward to the ambivert meetup, LOL horse riding sweet." Yorik's then saying, "Cold showers definitely save on electric bill." Yeah, they do. Scottish Morality said, "I mostly just have hot showers." Most people do, Scottish Morality. I did for most of my life, if I'm honest. Hot showers are good. I have a hot bath or shower at night. It helps me to sleep, relaxes me. I think the cold shower is more of a morning thing, in my opinion. Dawn's then saying, "The only other way to defeat a troll, apart from ignoring it, is for everyone to see through their bullshit, and I see ours has disappeared." Yeah, it has. Dawn. Yeah, it has. I was trying to be professional and as kind as I can be. I don't want to be awful as well, Dawn. But I will call things out. And if I need to, I'll step it up a gear if I need to. But I didn't feel like I needed to today. I did my bit. I stepped my stall up straight away, of course, with regards to what you're saying, Dawn. I felt fucking really, really bad for Hibby, who was on here, who got kicked off. And I felt really bad for not knowing what to do in that situation. I didn't know that I could time them out for 10 seconds and change it. I didn't know. I felt really bad. Anyway, I'll carry on. I hope Hibby's okay. Sick of it saying, "Sorry, Dawn, it just sounded like heaven." Dawn saying, "You're more than welcome." Sick of it. Scottish Morality is saying, "If someone says I'm stupid, I just go, okay, but at least I'm not smart, because God, I wish I did overthink everything, but I do." Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Sorry, let me just read that again. If someone says I'm stupid, I just go, okay, at least I'm not smart. God, I wish I did overthink everything, every little thing, but I do. Do you overthink then, Scottish Morality? Is that what you're trying to say? Different types of intelligence. Really stupid is when you're a know-it-all and you don't listen to anyone. That's stupid, in my opinion. Sometimes the more stupid people are they've got the loudest voices. Sometimes. Sick of it says thank you to Dawn. Dawn saying it's heaven, nature, animals, and good food. I genuinely forget how lucky I am until I speak to city folks. Dawn, as well, do you want to notice, Dawn? Sorry, on that note, I was in Scotland. I was at Loudon Dog. I was in Scotland. You're more free up there. It reminded me of being in the 1990s in a pub. Being in that pub reminded me being in England in the 90s or the early 2000s. It reminded me of growing up. You've still got a lot of those things there. You do realise actually, Dawn, but I think maybe some people don't realise how good they've got it up there. I'm not saying it's perfect because I'm sure it's got its challenges, and I don't know everything about it. Of course I don't, but it feels like it's a lot freer up there compared to down here. It's a bit of a mess, in my opinion. Not Scotland, more about England here. Not all of England either. Some of it's nice, but it feels more free in Scotland. So, hi, Zuki. How are you? I hope you're okay, Zuki. Good of you to join us. I hope you're all right. Good evening, Brad and all. Hope you had a good time Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I had a good time. Very busy. I had a good few drinks. Had a really nice curry. The game was rubbish, if I'm honest, because it was 85-0 to bloody Scotland. It wasn't even a game, but I had a good time anyway. It was nice. So thank you, Zuki. Scottish Morale lad saying, yes, I overthink a lot. Well, join the club. Scottish Morale lad here. Been doing it all my life. That's not always... It can be a bit annoying sometimes, but it just shows that you've got... Usually it shows that you're open-minded and you have a deep thinking type of person, which is... It can be a hindrance sometimes, but it's more of a strength, in my opinion, if you use it properly. Don saying, oh my God, Brad, that's awesome. Cool. Sorry, I forgot what that was. I forgot. I don't know what you're on about there, Dawn. Sorry. I don't get everything always right all the time on here. Sorry about that. Sick of it saying, Dawn, yeah, I would sum that up as heaven. Lucky lady, but I'm sure you work hard to achieve your own particular paradise. The city is hell. Where are you from, Sick of it? Please, if you don't mind me asking, whereabouts are you from? Dawn saying it's getting less free. Yes. But I agree, England is even worse. Yeah, it is, Dawn. In a lot of ways. Dawn says hey to Zuki. Zuki says hey to Dawn. Dawn says, was the car park clean enough for you, Brad? No, it wasn't, Dawn. I was not happy with the fucking car park. I'm joking. Yes, it was a very nice car park. I didn't even notice it, if I was honest. If I'm honest, I was pissed. I was drunk. Yeah, it was very clean. Thank you. I didn't even think about the car park at all, if I'm completely honest. Sick of it saying you're in London. Wow. How's life in London, Sick of it? What's your opinion of London at the moment? A lot of people say it's gone downhill. A lot of people say it doesn't feel safe, etc., etc. However, I don't live there. Anyway, I'm going to move on. So the intellectual troll, how are you going to deal with these types of people? You're never going to argue back and forth. There's no fucking point. It's like a game of tennis. You're not going to win. Clarify once, then disengage. Pull away from it. Again, disengage. They're not after truth. They're after dominance. They just want to control whatever they want to control. I'll move on. Dawn says sorry about not cleaning the Murrayfield car park correctly. I'll do better next time. Funny. So Sick of it saying it's so unsafe, it's beyond a joke. Wow. Can you give examples, Sick of it? If you don't mind, no pressure, by the way. Like I always say, no pressure. More people, more problems, isn't it? Potentially. Don't say come up here and share wine and relax. And take it easy. Sounds attractive, doesn't it? That away from everything, away from all the troubles, away from all the bullshit. Anyway, I'm going to move on. The aggressive troll. The aggressive troll. Characteristics of an aggressive troll. Characteristics of an aggressive troll. They're obvious on here, man. The only good thing about an aggressive troll, in my opinion, is at least they're fucking upfront about it. At least they're honest and open. They're openly a fucking dick. They're open. They're proper full-on cunts. They're full-on aggressive cunts, right? And what I respect one thing about them is that at least it's like they're not trying to hide anything. It's genuine. They're genuine assholes, basically. They're the real deal. They're not trying to hide fucking anything. They're just going for the kill. Fucking go straight for the jugular. That's what they're going for. Direct insults. Really bad, some of them. Just trying to create as much chaos as they can. Mockery and intimidation. They're trying to scare you. They're trying to shit you up. They're trying to rile you up. They're trying to say some sick shit. That's what some people... If you're on here long enough, you'll see things like that. There are often comments coming short, aggressive, bursts, flooding replies with negativity. Sometimes they'll just type the same words, free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine, and they'll have a line of it. Or same word. I don't know why they do it, but that's what they do. That's why they do. We'll find out why they do it. There could be different reasons. They use multiple fake profiles when blocked. We've seen this on here. They'll go for the kill, and then they'll come back to someone else. They'll get blocked. They'll have about 50 different profiles. 10 out of 10 for perseverance, though. Absolutely. They're relentless sometimes. They'll just keep coming. They just want a reaction. They're just desperate. They enjoy the pain or chaos they cause. They want you to be upset. They want you to feel bad. It's power through destruction. Power through destruction. What's the psychology is linked? It's probably more psychopathic, that. Potentially, it's linked to the dark triad. Traits like narcissism, I can't say this word, Machiavellianism, I said it wrong, psychopathy, and they're sadistic as fuck. Some of them are sadistic, fucking twisted bastards, basically. Angry bastards, unhappy, angry people. They feel powerful by making other people feel weak. If they can put you down, if they can lower you down, it makes them feel like they're more stronger than you, makes them feel powerful. How do you respond to these people? I'll go to the comments in a moment, guys. Sorry. Instant fucking block. Instant block on here. Instant block. Like, it's just bye straight away. They're just sick. Gone. Never justify. Never reply. Again, a lot of how to respond to trolls, a lot of it is basically just don't feed it. Don't feed them attention. Protect your energy, basically. Protect your energy. Right, I'll go to the comments. What are you drinking, by the way, is the question, Dawn. Dawn saying, I'm going to surmise that the aggressive one has lowered cognitive function. Yeah, thick as fuck, Dawn. Yes. They don't have the intelligence to operate a facade. Absolutely correct. Bang on, by the way. Bang on. I'm going to pin that comment because it's a good one. Oh, I've just deleted it. Replace. Oh, man. Guess what I'm doing now? Guess what I'm doing? I've just deleted Dawn's comment, and it was a really good one. Sorry, Dawn. Who's the dickhead now? Me. Dawn said, I'm going to surmise that the aggressive one has lowered cognitive function. They don't have the intelligence to operate a facade. No, they don't. They're just plain and simple aggressive. No, a lot of them just repeat the same thing. So they just don't. They're just not smart. They're just not clued up. And that's all. They're just a one-trick pony, basically. Yorick's asking what type of wines you like to drink. I like Spanish wines. I like Rioja, basically. Yeah, Rioja. Red. I'm really sorry for deleting your comment, Dawn. I didn't mean to. I meant to share it and I've messed it up. Dawn saying red. I agree. Scottish Morale Lad is saying, yes, it's good that they don't hide their opinions. I'm just like, okay, you're crap. Cheers. Now I know not to talk to you. Yeah, it's straightforward, isn't it? It's like, I know you just messed up. I know that you just don't want to talk to you, basically. I agree, Scottish Morale Lad. Yorick saying, I enjoy Baileys with some ice every now and again. Yes, Baileys is nice. It's nice. It's nice as a hot chocolate. It's nice you can put it on ice cream. Put it on ice cream, man. I don't know why. Just fucking put it on a dessert. It tastes really good. It gets a bit sickly after a while, in my opinion. Some people stick Baileys in a coffee. Yorick. Yeah, some people do. Yeah. Yorick's going all James Bond on us, saying shaken, not stirred. And Dawn's helping me with my pronunciation, saying I can't say it. Fuck. Machiavellis. I can't say it. Machiavellis. Machiavellian. Machiavellian, is it? Dawn saying ice is latte. Oh my God. UKG saying, my first experience of troll-like behaviour was at school in a group. You're all laughing at something funny. The troll turns to you and says, why are you laughing? Absolutely killing the mood. Good example, UKG. Sick of it saying, my daughter needs me. I've got to go. I'm glad I stayed. I'll listen to this back later. Happy I found your channel. Love your attitude. 100% good night, lovely people. Sick of it. Thanks for joining us today. It's nice to meet you. Look after yourself, basically. You've got responsibilities, mate, so it's all good. Yeah, nice to meet you, by the way. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for contributing. Thank you for subscribing as well, of course. Thank you. So Yorick saying, have a good night, sick of it. And they never reply. Don't say they never reply because your confusion and never getting conclusion gives them what they want. Absolutely. Baileys is amazing. Dawn's helping me even more. Thank you. Machiavellism. Machiavellism. Thank you. Thanks for that. Brad, let's see your best James Bond impression. Names James. Do you know what, Yorick? I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't. Can't do it. GoldenEye. Is that your favourite one? If I'm completely honest, Yorick, I'm not a massive fan of it. If I'm honest. It's okay, but I don't think it's great. Sorry, that's my opinion. Some people love it, though, of course. It wouldn't be so popular for so long if a lot of people didn't like it. Anyway, I remember playing, though, on the N64, GoldenEye. I used to love the game, N64, if you remember that one. So anyway, the aggressive troll, aggressive troll, basically, we've gone through it, so I don't need to talk about it anymore. The nice troll, we're going to the nice troll. It's like thinking, what the fuck, Brad? We're talking about a nice troll. The passive-aggressive troll. The nice passive-aggressive troll. And to me, this is worse than an aggressive troll, just a truly aggressive troll. Because these are a bit more confusing. These are less straightforward. Don saying I genuinely hate TV apart from Still Game and a few classic films. Yeah, I don't really watch TV much anymore, Dawn. TV is the new radio. Basically, it's, in my opinion, it's outdated. Sure, there is some good things on there, don't get me wrong. Don't say yeah, anyway. I remember N64. I just remember Commodore 64 shit. I remember Commodore 64 with a tape. Oh my God, it was shit. I remember it. That's the first computer. I used to remember it going, making a big scrunching shitty sound. You put the tape in and you'd wait for about 30 minutes for the game to come in, and it was so shit. It was so shit, but it was good at the time. Dawn saying the communal narcissist. Yorick saying Sega Mega Drive. Yes, I used to have one of those, Yorick. Loved Streets of Rage and Sonic Snap. I remember, yeah, I used to have those games. They were great. So, the nice troll, the passive-aggressive troll, how are they going to behave? They're going to tend to be supportive, but then they're going to slip in little criticisms. Or, they're going to can't get the words out. They're going to stick in little subtle criticisms. They're going to be nice. And then they're going to go, and it's always, usually it's ended with a but. Oh, you did really well there, but you weren't as good as the other guy though, were you? That type of thing. That type of comment. A comment could be like, I really love your videos, but you seem a bit tired lately, don't you? Never underestimate the power of suggestion. Never underestimate the power of fucking suggestion. That can be used in a good way or a bad way, depending on what's said and what the intent is behind it. Sometimes they'll use politeness to mask superiority. So they'll be, how would they do that? I suppose they're giving like a holier than thou type of approach. Like, I'm better than everybody. I'm this whatever. Everyone else is an arsehole and I'm amazing. That type of thing. Motivation. Why do they do it? Why? Why would someone do this? Why would someone be like this? They want to undermine confidence while appearing nice. So they'll be nice, then they'll be an arsehole. Then they'll go back to nice, then they'll be a bit of an arsehole. A little bit less aggressive, a little bit less obvious. They slide it in randomly. You get people like this in life. Again, I keep saying it, you don't know where you stand with them. You don't know where you stand with them. You're confused, thinking, is this a good person or not? I'm not so sure. Why did they say that? They said this thing, they said these nice things, and they said this really shitty thing afterwards, but they said it in a subtle way. It's like under the radar put downs, under the radar. And if you're not ready for it, you don't see it coming. It's like you're a bit confused. You don't know what to say. Sometimes, a lot of times, I've been in situations where someone's done that to me, and I've been confused. I didn't know what to say back. It's not until afterwards, upon reflection, upon thinking about the situation, what was said, that I've actually understood their intent. They can catch you off guard, man. They're gonna catch you off guard in life. They're gonna catch me off guard in here. It's all good. You're going to catch me first time, you might catch me second time, but once I notice a pattern, I'm onto it. It's good to be able to see these things. And they want to undermine your confidence while appearing nice, so they can't be called out on it. They don't want to be accountable for anything. They want to be an arsehole, but they don't want to be called out on it. And they want to appear to be the nice guy, to be the good guy. You sometimes get that. You'll notice this in someone. You think that person's a bad egg. They're not good. They might appear nice, but it's too good to be true. And I know that they're rude. I've seen it. And it's really disheartening when you can see it, but no one else can. Has anyone been in that situation before? We've spotted something that's really wrong with someone, but everyone else thinks they're perfect. I suppose it's perception as well. Don't saying yes, we're both fucking ancient. Yeah. Pretty fucking decrepit. I'm joking. Showing our age though. Sonic was epic. Yeah, it was. It was a good game at the time. Yorick saying kids now don't know what real games were. Now it's all Fortnite and Roblox. I've never played those games, if I'm honest. Don't think kids are so fucked, it's scary. I think there's a lot of truth in that. There's a lot of truth in that. Scottish morale laddie. I don't think they're all fucked though. I think I've got hope for some, definitely. I think there's some I've got hope for, but a lot of people are lost. Scottish morale laddie saying I play old games. Cool. Dawn saying it's another reason that I refuse to breed. Yeah. Fuck that. No. I'm in the no kids club too. So it's all good. I understand that. Absolutely. Scottish morale lad is saying I'm Generation Z or some crap like that. There's pros and cons to each generation, Scottish morale laddie. I think it changes every 22 years, I think. And each generation does things differently from the last generation. And there's pros and cons to each one. Dawn's saying I'm old as fuck. I'm 43. I still feel young, Dawn. I still feel young. I do. I'm going to keep that going as long as I can. And my body's not as good as it was, if I'm honest. But I still feel young. Yorick is saying, what is the next generation called after the current one? I don't know, Yorick. I don't know that. Be good to know. And when is it coming? When's the next generation coming? What year will it change? Don't saying, I think there can be healthy versions of generations and unhealthy versions of generations, of course. Don't saying the backhanded compliment. Yep. The compliment that's got a slap behind it. Don't saying I struggle to keep up, Yorick. I'm just old as fuck. Oh. Yorick saying don't age is just a number. It's how young you feel inside. I agree, Yorick. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Keep moving, keep going, keep being healthy. You're doing cold showers, whatever it is. Keep moving, man. Scottish Morale Lady says, I don't know, I'm a teenager, but I've been called an old man because I walk to old stuff. I work to old stuff shops where you can buy old stuff. You might be an older soul then, Scottish Morale Laddie, maybe. You seem more mature. If you're a teenager, you seem a lot more mature. You do. You really do. Good for you. And you're saying being into vintage old stuff, lad, is not a bad thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. Dawn saying, I spotted someone last live, Brad, but I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt and knew you would figure it out. I'd already figured it, yeah. In mealtime, Dawn, I didn't know what to do. I wasn't sure what to say or what to do. I made a mistake. I made someone a moderator that I shouldn't have done. That was foolish of me, in my opinion. My mistake there. But then I slept on it and I figured it out. Yeah. Yeah, I did, basically. I'm glad that you saw that too. You're 40 in January. Good. You ever get older, you die, Dawn. So you might as well get old. Keep getting old. You're not old. Oh, 40's not old, man. 40's not old. I'm 43. I'm still going. Scottish Morale Lady saying, I'm pretty sure if reincarnations exist, I would have been in the 70s. It would have been in the 70s. You're saying, no way, Dawn. I'm January the 30th. Okay. I'm going to go back to the comment. I'm going to go back to my content in a moment, then I'll go back to the comments. I'm going to keep drifting between the two the best I can. So, the psychology of the nice passive-aggressive kind of troll, the psychology is they're usually envious or resentful. They're bitter. They're not happy for you, though. I remember once a story. I work as a scrub nurse, and someone said to me once, Oh, I know someone who works in the theatres. They're nice, but they're really fucking weird. They're really weird. And they were talking about this other person that they knew that did my job that was nice but weird. And I thought that's such a backhanded compliment. Backhanded compliment. And guess what I thought? I thought, you're jealous, you're envious. You're envious. Envious kind of resentful kind of behaviour, isn't it? The psychology of these type of people, though, they fear open conflict. They're scared of conflict. They don't want to take responsibility. Their digs are disguised as kindness. A bit cowardly, a bit like a hit and run type of thing, isn't it? How are you going to respond? Acknowledge once if needed. Thanks for the feedback. Cheers for that. Then you move on. Don't give a fuck. Know your own worth. And never reward reassurance with, what's it called? Never reward negativity with reassurance. Don't let the bastards get you down. Anyway, I'll carry on. Don't say go corner 4 and feel young again. I know I keep going on about it, but oh my God, it's a secret to the universe. I need to try it, don't I? I need to change my shopping habits to achieve that, Dawn. I know other people that have done it, and they've said the same things, by the way. And I do believe there's a lot of truth in what you're saying. I like the idea of it, and I need to at least experience it, at least for a week or 2 weeks. You've just given me an idea. I'm gonna do my best. I need to do it. I need to plan that. I need to plan that to achieve it. Don't say it wasn't foolish. You wanted to see the good in someone, but they failed you. Yeah, that was what happened. Yeah, as well. Yeah, I found that very quickly that was a mistake. Yeah, not a big deal though. So it's a learning experience. That's what it was. Dawn is born on the January 15th, so that would mean that if you're going to go with star signs, you'd be a Capricorn, is it? I think. Your dog is born on the 13th of January. Very, very close. Very close. Scottish Morale Lad is saying, I feel jealous sometimes, but when I do, hide it and just forget about it. That's very honest of you, Scottish Morale Laddie. Oh, I feel jealous of people sometimes too. I think jealousy and envy are two different things, in my opinion. Being jealous isn't always a bad thing. You could be inspired by it. You go, I wish what they had. I wish I had what they had. I'm jealous of them, but not in a bad way, not in a negative way. You use it to inspire you potentially. You think, oh, do you know what? I'm going to copy some of what they do. Some of what they do, I really like what they're doing. I'm jealous of them. I want what they have, so I'm going to try and be more like them and achieve what they've achieved. That could be like a healthy jealous. Being envious, in my opinion, is looking at someone else and going, fucking don't like that prick over there. He's got that nice car. Who does he think he fucking is? I hope he loses his car. I might even try to sabotage that person just so they don't have what they have anymore. That would be more of an envious type of thinking. So sometimes a bit of jealousy can be a good thing, though. Going back to what you said. Yorick saying, is it German Shepherd or Jack Russell? I think Yorick, it's a Jack Russell. Don saying, the buzz you feel when on fasting is permanent on carnivore, right? You've just explained it very well then to me, because I can understand the buzz from fasting because I experience that often. So it's like permanent on carnivore. Right. I need to look into it. Thanks for that, Dawn. Dawn just confirmed a dog is Jack Russell. Jarek saying, Daddy, I try to ignore jealousy, as jealousy is wanting something that others have instead of focusing on working on yourself to get better at getting what you are jealousy of having, if that makes sense. That's your perception of that. Yeah, that's a perception of that. It depends on how you approach the jealousy, in my opinion, Yorick. Yes, you're speaking a lot of truth there. Focusing on how to achieve things instead of just focusing on being jealous. Take yourself away. Focus on winning, basically, on yourself. Absolutely. Don't say, yes, Brad, I'm a goat. Yes, well, Capricorn. I was right. With regards to your star sign, with regards to the month. Zuki saying, close to mine, December 30th. Dawn says, Dawn says, Daddy laughing. Hopefully that's a typo. Zuki's laughing. Dawn saying, cool, Zuki, let's have a joint party. Doric saying, meant laddie, damn autocorrect typing system. Zuki then says, heck yeah. Dawn. Okay, cool. One moment. Let me just have a sip of water. Okay, I'm going to move on. Number 6, the shape-shifting troll. One moment. The shapeshifter troll. How these people are going to present, how they're going to fucking behave. Oh, sorry guys, just to change topic. I'm going away on holiday on Friday. I'm going away for 2 weeks. I'm going to Croatia on Friday. I'm going to Croatia. I'm going to be making a lot of content. I'm going to be off for 2 weeks. I'm not going to be working, so I'm going to be. I'm going to do some walk. I'm going to be a proper tourist. I'm going to walk around Croatia the best I can. There will be some mistakes made, I'm sure, because I don't usually do walk. I've never done a walk around live. I hope the internet connection's good. That might hinder my content making, but I'm going to be live a lot more often. But I'm not going to be. I'll be in Croatia. Don saying you put this is an epic topic tonight, Brad. You've obviously put a lot of thought into it. Yes, I do, Dawn. I put a lot into this one. I try to, as much as I can. I put a lot of time and energy into things. I try to present them the best I can. But yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, I'm going to be making some content while I'm on holiday. Of course, I'll have the time to do it, which is great. Anyway, I'll crack on with what I'm talking about. Your Scottish Morella is saying, I hope you have fun on your holiday. Thanks. I'll try. Yorick saying live stream walking in Croatia will be cool. Yeah, it will. I need to think. What was I going to say then? One moment. Anyway, I'll crack on. Dawn saying, oh my God, you came to Dawnland. And I'm going to Sanderland. Yes, I've gone to Dawnland, now I'm going to Sanderland. Sanderland, I am, or now, by the sounds of it. Yes, I am. That's definitely happening. It is. It is, Dawn. Right. One moment. The shapeshifter troll uses multiple identities, sometimes fake names, sometimes impersonations. This is a tricky little bastard of a troll. They're not going to be so obvious. They're going to be pausing as different names. They're going to try different angles. They're going to comment under different accounts to agree with themselves. This is dedication, by the way, from a troll's perspective. It's like I'm going to fucking log on 2 different devices, 3 different devices, and I'm going to agree with. I'm going to be a dick, and then I'm going to get and then I'm going to pretend to be someone else and agree with the bullshit that I'm saying. This is a shape-shifting troll. Very, very dedicated kind of troll, very tricky kind of troll, but potentially. They often start as a fan. Oh, I love you. You're amazing. whatever, and then they turn critical afterwards. They turn on you, basically, that type of thing. They enjoy controlling the narrative and confusing others. That's the motivation. That's the why. They like to confuse others. They like to control what's going on. They like to control what's being said. They like to manipulate the situation. They like to manipulate the group, let's say. Psychology of this is they are driven by deceit and insecurity. I can be back in 1 minute, please. I'm really sorry. I'll be back in 1 minute. Please wait there. I'm sorry. 1 sec. Sorry about that. Right, guys, I've got something to say. I hope you're all here. I've got something to say. Sorry. Hope you're all here. Obviously, sorry, I'm changing topic now. I really am. I've created this content. I've been on here for a while. Obviously, you keep your personal life separate from things, don't you? You just do. But I feel like saying this anyway. I've kept it separate for so long, but I feel like you need to be. I talk about integrity and all that kind of thing. I'm not going to share everything about my life because I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? That'd be stupid, in my opinion. But I feel like I need to be honest with you. And I feel like I need to be honest with you. It's not a big deal. But the person who's been with me all the fucking way through this is Sander. Sander's been with me all the way through it. And when I started, I was on my own. I was on my fucking own, obviously. So Sander is my partner, by the way. I'm really sorry if I've upset anyone because I'm not really announced that because I didn't feel like I needed to. But Sander's my partner. I've been with her for over 9 years. That's why I'm going to Croatia. And I just shared that I went to Croatia and I felt, oh shit, I didn't feel good saying it. I don't know why, I felt wrong saying it. I felt wrong saying it, going, oh, I'm going to Croatia. And I don't know, I felt like I needed to share that. So I'm going to share that with you, by the way. Yes, Dawn. Sorry. I'm just sharing that with you. Sandra's been with me all the way through. Yeah. Plot twist, yes. And without that person, they've really helped me, and especially early on, they've really helped me because there was no one watching. It was just fucking me on my own, honest to God, like talking, I was doing edited videos. And let's be honest, if you look at the edited videos early on, I was a bit shit. I'm still a bit shit, might be still a bit shit now, but I've got better. I'm less shit than I was. When I first started, I was shit, trust me. And I was just doing the best I could with the knowledge I had. And then if you had a feeling, I thought so. Yeah. But I've been with her for over 9 years. I'm not going to talk about our relationship much on here. Sometimes I might do, but it's personal, isn't it? I didn't want to lie to you all, though. I felt a little bit bad. I felt like, oh shit, I'm like not sharing something here with people. And I felt a bit guilty for that. Even though I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. That's how it is. That's being fair. You don't owe me shit. I don't owe you shit. That's that. And anyone who does do that to you, tries to make you feel guilty, that's out of order, in my opinion. But talk about integrity, talk about being real. And I feel like I need to, what's it called? You need to practice what you fucking preach, mate. That's what I'm saying to myself. So I thought I'd share it with you. Yeah, I want to be open and honest with you. Yeah. There you go. I don't think she's on here right now. But anyway, yeah. You knew absolutely nothing. Yeah, we kept it quite quiet there. And guess what we do as well? She works in anaesthetics, as you know. I work as a scrub nurse. She works as an anaesthetic nurse. We both work at the same hospital. We both work in the same department, but the department's pretty big. But we work in the same building, same department, but we don't really cross paths much. We keep it very separate and very professional at work. And we've continued that on here, really. And it's, yeah, that's that. That's that. And Sander is, I think she's the only person. Yeah, I think there's like 2 people that I know in my life that actually know I do this. Most of my family don't know. The people at work don't know I do this shit. I don't tell anybody. Because they'll probably try and, some people will try and shit on it, won't they, I suppose. Sorry, I felt like sharing that then. So, I hope I've done the right thing. Yeah. Plot twist, there you go. So someone don't say plot twist, I'll go with the comments. Scottish morale that is going dum dum dum. Dawn says, I didn't see that comment. Yorick said, I had a feeling. Yeah. Scottish morale lad is giving me a thumbs up. Dawn saying, get her on. I want to see Auntie Sander. I'm absolutely buzzing. I don't know if she'd want to be on here, if I'm honest. I don't think she'd want to be on here. She actually, what's it called? She actually, if you get in a group dynamic, she probably speaks more than me in a group dynamic. I'm the quieter one in a group dynamic. Not all the time, but most of the time. Believe it or not. Dawn saying, I knew absolutely nothing. Dawn says, I'm so excited. Joe saying, you don't need to tell anyone you do live, Brad. No, do you fuck? They'll shit on it. Some people will anyway. So anyway, I talk about integrity is everything. I think it's good to be open and honest. And there you go. I'll shut up now about that. I hope I've done the right thing. I'm second guessing myself. Have I done the right thing? Don't say I'm absolutely blown away. I had no idea. Sorry, Dawn. I didn't want to hide it from you, really. I felt a little bit bad hiding something like that. I felt, yeah, it didn't feel. I felt a bit guilty for that. If I am honest, maybe I'm being hard on myself. I felt a little bit guilty for that. I even know I didn't have to share that, I suppose, but there's what's right, what's wrong in that situation. I didn't want to lie to people. I don't think that's fair. Amateur reviews is saying, all right, amateur reviews. Hello, amateur reviews. I see you in my phone. Yes, amateur reviews. Okay, I wonder where this is going to go. Scottish Morale said, I'm the loud one in my group, in my friend group, but only because everyone else is quiet like me. So you just take up that leadership speaking position. Sometimes social situations will evoke that in you to do that, to pick up the pace. Dawn saying, yes, you've done the right thing. Thanks, Dawn. I think I have. I felt when you mentioned that, then I said I was going on holiday to Croatia, and then you said that then, and then I just felt, I don't know why, I felt like, I felt bad. I felt like I was doing something wrong, and that's why I've come out with it. Anyway, amateur review saying, I hear your voice in my speaker. Yes, you have a phone amateur review, and it shows people on the phone, and I don't even know why I'm going down this road with your amateur reviews. What's all that about, lad? I don't know. Don't saying this is so cool. Sending love and respect. Sending love and respect back. Scottish Morale is saying it's fine if you don't tell us about your personal stuff, like how I'm bi, but don't go into my school and shout, I like men. No. Absolutely. Dawn saying, I just wish you'd both come to visit me, you fuckers. It's nice up there, Dawn. Very nice. Yorick saying, I'm sure a lot of other people who do live stream secretly have their partner or family members as mods too. It's normal, not a big deal. Thanks, Yorick. I don't know why I've made it a big deal in my head, probably. How much of you say it's like a movie? What? My name is Brad, so it's like you've got like a really, really shit version of Brad Pitt amateur reviews. And this is the shittest movie you'll ever see, mate. So make sure you watch it to the end. Right. I'm going to carry on. The shapeshifter, they enjoy controlling the narrative or confusing others. All right, I'm going to get through this. They're driven by deceit and insecurity. If I can't be powerful alone as a person, I'll pretend to be many people. That's the shape-shifting troll. I'll pretend to be many people. How to respond. Quietly document patterns, then block. Don't confront publicly. That gives invalidation. Basically, ignore him again. With regards to the troll. Don't say I'm usually on the ball, but I completely missed that one. A lot of people, I work at the hospital, and Xander works at the hospital, and we keep it so professional. Loads of people don't. Loads of people, they take some fucking ages to find out that we're together. We just keep it separate. So we're kind of like used to it. Keeping it professional, I suppose. Keeping it distant. And working with your partner as well. If you're with them all the time, all day, every day, I think that can be a problem. But if you're working in the same building, I think it's wise to keep apart. Maybe come together every now and again. It can be a beneficial thing, potentially. But you don't want to be alongside them all the time because you probably annoy each other, wouldn't you? You feel like your whole life is a lie. Why do you think your whole life's a lie, Dawn? You're joking. All right. I don't know. I'm trying to think of that one. I'm trying to think deeper on that one. So Scottish Small Lad is agreeing with you, saying same with me, Dawn, same with me. Right, I'm going to move on. I'm going to fly through a few of these now. The hero troll is the next one. The hero troll, the moral crusader. Don't say I'm kidding. I'm actually really happy, but trying to put it all together, trying to put your life back together, trying to, suppose you're reparenting yourself to an extent, trying to reform, I don't know, trying to rise from all the suffering kind of thing. Dawn saying Sandra was camping with you. Yes, she was. She was camping with me, absolutely. She was, yes. So I'll quickly go through the hero troll. They claim to defend others or stand up for truth. Yeah. They'll attack creators or commenters who disagree. Uses outrage to seem virtuous. I'm just trying to do what's right. So they have a little crew fucking said, the hero troll, potentially, and they'll do it on the back of other people. They'll defend someone who doesn't need defending and attack someone else and make it out as though they're a hero, maybe create a scenario that isn't even true, just so they can appear to be this almighty crusader hero or whatever. Scottish Manolo is saying, well, with me, I have been recently feeling like I'm break. I think I might try and get help with that in my school. You feel like you're breaking? Is that what you're trying to say, Scottish Manor laddie? If you get the right people around you, try and get help. Yes. It's good to speak to people. Speak to someone who could be trusted, and it could be anyone. We all need some help sometimes. Sometimes people avoid help because they feel like they're weak and they don't want to appear like that or whatever else that is. But sometimes that's the best thing you can do, man. There's nothing wrong with that. We all need some help sometimes. We all need some advice. We all need someone to listen to our problems, our woes, our sufferings. So yeah, go for it. Go for it. If that's what you need, go for it. Dawn saying that's awesome. Sending love and respect, you're both amazing. Thanks, Dawn. Sending love and respect back. You're amazing too. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Let me carry on with this. Motivation. They want to appear morally superior. They're taking the moral high road. Their ego hides behind righteousness. They're driven. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit tired. Sorry, guys. I'll keep going. They're driven by moral narcissism, believing their feelings equal the truth. They confuse personal emotion with justice. I don't think I met one of these. Yorick Brow saying, I know it's a little bit earlier and you probably won't as be with family, but you think you can do a stream on Christmas Day or around it on New Year's Eve? Yeah, Yorick, I'm going to do. Do you know what I'm going to do? Absolutely. I'm going to do a live stream around Christmas as well. Do you know what? One of the main reasons I'm going to do it, this sounds very fucking dark, but it's very, very true. Suicide rates jump up by about 12 times during Christmas. They jump up. And I'm going to do some lives in relation to that to try and help people a little bit. I've got to be mindful though, because trolls could go, ooh, happy days, like an emotionally manipulative troll might come onto that kind of thing. So it's probably going to happen as well, but it's part and parcel of it's part and parcel of what this is, isn't it? You're going to attract that. But a lot of people do commit suicide during Christmas, and I want to maybe reach out to people, offer some help for people during that time. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to try and make it fun as well. I don't want to talk about that too much. It's a bit fucking depressing. Yeah, I will do, Yorick. I'll have to plan that. Dawn saying, Yorick, fuck. Yorick, I'm buzzing to put my tree up. Do you enjoy that, Dawn? Do you enjoy that? Dawn, I live in an apartment, and downstairs I've noticed someone's already put the tree up. They've already put it up. They put it up a few days ago. If that's what you want to do, go for it. It's like, yeah, some people enjoy it. I'm going to move on. Sorry, guys. Next one, the Chaos Troll. Don't saying I hated Christmas for years, but recently I love it. That's also an example of how your perceptions change and your life change. That one sentence, Dawn, kind of explains that. Scottish Manor laddie thinks differently. She's okay. I think it's too early for that, in my opinion, but do it if you want. Yeah, I think it's Scottish Manor laddie. A lot of people would agree that it's too early. However, I think it's up to the person. You're saying that as well, of course. Very understanding of you to state that. Everyone does it differently. Is one way right? No. Let me rephrase. Doesn't matter which way you do it. They're all right. They're all the right way to do it. So the Chaos Troll. I'm going to go through this quicker now, guys. Sorry. The Chaos Troll. Behaviour starts arguments between others, then disappears, causes a bit of shit, then fucks off. Post contradictory opinions to stir conflict. Type some shit. Maybe let's say Yorick and Dawn are talking. I'll tell Dawn that Yorick said something nasty about her, even though he hasn't done, trying to cause some trouble, hoping that you two can argue it out. I'm trying to create chaos. That's a chaos troll, of course. Treats drama like entertainment. Some people love it. They create issues. They want excitement and control. They're bored without conflict. I work with people like that. I do. They get bored. They get restless when they're not conflict. They create situations. They create arguments. They create arguments, and then they stir things up, and then they like to win the arguments. Their ego gets a boost. They get an adrenaline kick from those arguments. That's a chaos troll. Anyway, let me just go back to this. Don't say, Brad, I have so much to share. I'd like to share my life. It's changing so much, but I don't want to talk trauma. Don't feel like that. Please don't feel like that. If you did it, imagine, this is my interpretation of it, Dawn. If you do it for a little bit, it's good. It's fine. I think it's really good. If you did it, imagine I did it live and all you did was talked about yourself all the way through. And imagine if it's 3 hours and it was all trauma, and it could be all true, it could be all shitty, then that might be going more into like a trauma dumping situation, in my opinion. Because there'd be too much of it all at once. But little bits here and there in measured ways, I think's a good, healthy way of doing it, in my opinion. So I don't want you to feel like trauma jumping in that situation. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's a lot of decorating, it'll take a long time to take down, and it might as well be put up early to get the most out of it for the work you are putting up. Yep, some people put a lot of effort into it. Scottish Mole Lad is saying, if you feel like you want to trauma dump, you maybe should get a therapist. Yeah. If you want real professional help as well, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a true therapist, or one would be positive, could be very beneficial. I agree, Scottish Mole Lad, potentially, depending on what you want out of it. John saying, but so many anarchs. Could be some truth in that. Some will be, some won't. God, yeah, some will be. I work with somebody who is a Reiki master. This person's a fucking Reiki master, right? Self-proclaimed Reiki master. She's probably done the course, paid for the course, got the title of Reiki master. I'm not saying there's genuine ones out there. There is, but this one, I just don't see it. The personality doesn't match this healer type of personality. Very, let's say, troubled to an extent. Can be quite rude and nasty. And they do Reiki sessions sometimes for the staff for free or whatever. But me being a cynical person, I think you're just doing it for yourself. You're not a genuinely nice, kind, warm person that's kind all the time. This person can be very nasty, very cruel, and they're a Reiki master, and it contradicts the whole thing. So sometimes you get some people in healthcare that they're meant to be angels, and they're not. They're the opposite. So yes, sometimes narcs can infiltrate any walk of life, Dawn. Scottish Mole Laddie saying, I probably need a therapist. I'm thinking of getting a therapist. Scottish Mole Laddie, go for it, man. Do you read a lot, Scottish Mole Laddie? Reading helps as well. Reading up on topics that you work on, reading up about personalities, learning about yourself. That's what I did. I've never been to a therapist, but I know that it can be beneficial. So I'm not an expert on going to one, if I'm honest, but I read a lot of books, and it really fucking helped me massively. It got me away from what I was doing. It took a long time though. So that's Laddie as well. You're young, you're a teenager. So you've got a long time to do that. It's going to take time. You've got a lot of potential because you're young. You've got a lot of time. Don't say I know so many Reiki practitioners and masters and they're not happy people. Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you know what? I'm a Reiki. It's like saying, yeah, I'm a Reiki master. I'm fucking amazing. I've got a level 2 Reiki master scholarship. Bullshit. Yeah, it took me months to do it. I completed it. Yeah, I'm a really toxic, unhappy bastard. But come to my practice and I'll heal you. It's like, I don't want to be. How can you? No thanks. I don't want to be healed by that. It's not good. I'm not saying that Reiki can't. I'm not discrediting Reiki completely. But I think some people approach it in a bad, coming from a shitty place sometimes. You wonder if Reiki's channeling demons. I'm not so sure. I don't think it's originally meant for that, Dawn, in my opinion. I don't know about that. I don't think it is, personally, if it's done properly, if it's done healthfully, if it's done positively. Anyway, I'll keep going. Sorry. So the chaos troll, let's carry on. Some have low emotional regulation and get adrenaline from chaos. Watching people argue gives them a sense of power. They like it. They like causing shit. They identify quickly how to respond. Identify what's going on quickly with the chaos person. Keep your chat. Basically, just ignore him again. I'm running out of steam, guys. I'm running out of steam. I'm going to read through these quickly. Sorry. Do you know what? I think I'm going to stop. I think I've gone through 8. I'm done. What time is it now? Nearly 10 o'clock. I think I'm going to stop in a moment. I've got work tomorrow. You're in bed and your wine bottle's empty. You finished it. Are you working? You're not working tomorrow, are you, Dawn? Yeah, I'm going to rest. Thanks. Yeah, I am. I'm tired. I've worked all, not always me, but I'm doing it 8 till 7:30 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to get some sleep. Thanks for joining me. I'll be live again Saturday. I'll be in Croatia on Friday. Hopefully I'll be, sorry guys, I'm a bit tired. I'm going to be live again at the weekend. I'll be live on Sunday, definitely. I'll be live in Croatia for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be live a lot more than usual because I've got the time to do it. I'll try and create the best content as I can. If you've got any suggestions, please feel free to share them with me. Scottish Laddies enjoying Coca-Cola. Nice. Dawn saying I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then Monday and today. Fucking hell, you deserve a rest, Dawn. You get some sleep, man. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Enjoy your holiday. Thanks. I will. So next time I see you live, I will be live from Croatia. I'll be doing some in the apartment that I'm staying at, and I'll be doing some out and about in Split in Croatia, to be specific, should I say. Anyway, guys, thank you for your time. Bring Sander. Sander will be with me. I don't think she'll be on the lives, though. I don't think she'll be on the lives, if I'm honest. Don't be shy. No, I don't think she will. Anyway, I'm going to get some sleep, guys. Thank you for being with me tonight. I hope you're all okay. Keep looking after each other. Thank you for your time. I'm calling it a day, and goodbye.